Hi everyone, welcome. It's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's time for Stamping with Denise. Welcome. Let's start your week off with some new Sale-A-Bration product. I've got a project I'm going to show you tonight using another new stamp set from the Sale-A-Bration offerings. So before we get started, please, if you like my video, please share my video and comment share down in the comments, and your name will be entered for a chance to win the project I work on tonight. Last week I made this really pretty card using a bundle. It's the stamp set and the embossing folder that's available in Sale-A-Bration, and because her name was chosen, Penny Gross is going to get this card. So Penny, I will get that card right out to you as soon as possible. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the little blue bell, and then you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. I usually do one most Monday evenings. Okay, with that being said, we're going to get right to crafting. Okay, so tonight I'm going to share with you the Watercolor Melon. I was walking around calling it the watermelon color. It was kind of a confusing name. I had to stop and look at it. So it's the Watercolor Melon. It is the cutest stamp set. It doesn't look like much necessarily, but I think it's got some great possibilities, and I think this is one I'm going to keep for myself. I like it because the images are simple to fussy cut, which we're going to do tonight. This watermelon here coordinates with this modern oval punch that's available, and the punch is a great thing to have. So the stamp set is free with any $50 Stampin' Up! Purchase before shipping and tax. Okay, so the card we're going to work on tonight is this really cute one using this watermelon set. Okay, and look at that. Isn't that just adorable? It can be for any occasion. So many, I think. Because you guys know I send out a lot of birthday cards, I often gravitate toward a birthday sentiment. But you can put on there whatever you want, or you don't even need to put one on. Okay? So before we get started I want to show you these two panels here. I used whoops, it fell off, the Deckled rectangles. And I wanted to show you, sorry, I used this die right here. It was the 1, 2, 3, 4th from the biggest. But you know what? You don't even need them. If you just wanted those to be square pieces of paper, or, without the deckled edge, you could. And those are, let me see, I'm looking, about 2.5 by 4 inches, okay? So again, you really don't need an emboss, a lot of fancy tools to make this card. Okay, so we're going to start out. Our base is Granny Apple Green. I got ahead of myself when I was cutting, and I went ahead, I scored it. Okay, let me backtrack. This is Granny Apple Green. This piece of cardstock is 8 by 4.5. and I scored it at 2.5, okay? I got a little ahead of myself, like I said, when I was going, like, whoa, I need to do that on camera. Okay, so now this insert is sweet, the color cardstock is Sweet Sorbet, and what I did to add a little interest is I used my Versamark. If you're not familiar, Versamark is just clear ink. And I used the 3 little seeds and just kind of stamped all around here just for a little bit of interest. It takes a couple minutes, but I think it's worth it. And I don't need to go toward the center because, again, we're going to put that white panel on the inside. So let me just finish this. Stampin' Up! Also currently has an embossing folder that it's called Raindrops. And you know what? I think it would this piece would look really good with that too, this card. But like I said, I don't have that one, so that's why if I did, I probably would have used it. But today I decided I would just use this. It takes a couple minutes, but you know what? That's okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna do this side now. I think it's definitely worth the time. And I really like Versamark because it's essentially clear ink, and but we use it for so much more. Let me put one down here. Let me see. I think I'm pretty well covered there. Let me put my lid back on that. Okay. See, when it'll take it a second to dry, but you can see it gives it a nice detail that just adds a little extra touch, a little extra interest. And I think that I am going to go ahead and put that in my base here. Where's my, there it is. Couldn't find my seal. Just make sure you put them so they're going the right direction. There we go. Put that right in there. And that, I don't know if I told you, but this piece of Sweet Sorbet is 5 1/4 by 4. Just the normal part that our first, the normal size of our first layer. Okay, so now there's another piece of Granny Apple Green that we're going to stamp on. And this piece is 2 1/4 by 4, okay? And we're going to stamp our, hold on here, I got a lot of stamps. We're going to use Granny Apple Green on Granny Apple Green, and sometimes that's needed. And we are going to stamp the watermelons right here down the side. So that I get them kind of even, I would start in the middle like this. There we go. And these are the distinctive stamps that Stampin' Up! Came up with. They had this nice extra texture. I mean, you could do this in two steps, the base one and then the over one, but you know what? Why not do it all at one time? Okay. Put that out of the way for a second. I like that a lot. Okay, we're going to put that on the front right here. I'll tell you, my seal wants to hide from me. I look at my desk and I can't find where it's at. Do you ever have that where you're looking like straight at it? I hate when that happens. Okay, now we are going to do some stamping that we're going to then cut out. So what do I want to start with? Let's start with the inside. Now, you know what? Since I've got this, we're going to do the watermelon first. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Will that fit on? That's okay. I know where I'll put this. I just have a piece of scrap paper. We'll put this watermelon right here. And then we're going to punch this out. Okay, and you're going to see how nice this punch works for this watermelon. Look at that. Okay. But, you could have just as easy cut it out. No big deal. Can we put the Granny Apple Green to the side? I'm going to pull in the Sweet Sorbet, which I think is perfect color for a watermelon. Nice, juicy watermelon. I'm going to cut this little piece off here. It's in my way. Okay. So we are going to start out with our 2 pieces of watermelon. My class from a couple Saturdays ago, I guess, got canceled because of the weather. It was really bad, so it's been rescheduled to this weekend, the 27th. Is that right? Yeah. Today's 22nd, so it's on the 27th. If you'd like to attend, if you're local to me, let me know, and we'll get you a place reserved for you. Okay, I'm gonna put this like that. I just love the texture that these stamps give, and without any extra work at all. Okay, I think I'm done with that. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the rind. So I'm back to Granny Apple Green. I got 2 different rinds. This one is for this slice right here. I want to get that inked up. Pardon my head if it gets in the way here. There we go. There's one. And I'm going to do the rind for this one. And then we have to put the seeds on. Okay. Really, it's okay if it doesn't match up exact. I always say that about flowers. Flowers are part of nature. Nature's not perfect, so that's one reason I think that I like stamping them, is because usually it doesn't make any difference if it's not perfect. Okay, so let me get my seeds. I almost called them raindrops. Actually, they'd be good raindrops for if you were making another card, you know. So let's put some. I'm using Memento black. And I think these little seeds are just cute. Okay, I'll put that off to the side for right now. Let me get my scissors. And we are going to cut this out real quick. Let me cut this in half. I'm not a fast, fussy cutter. I've told you guys that. But this is pretty easy, so. And I'm going to show you something. Here's a trick when you're fussy cutting. Move your paper, not your scissors. Sometimes it's easier said than done, but for the most part, it makes it very easy. Okay, so there's that one. See how easy that was? Same thing here. I'm going to start here on this side. Cut straight up here. Now I am going to cut right past that bite, and then I'll come back and do that. Okay. And you'll see here that I don't really move the scissors much. I'm moving the paper. Of course, I never can do it quite as fast with people watching me, but. And I'm going to tell you, if you don't own a pair of Stampin' Up! Paper snips, these are the best ever scissors to have for things like this. Oh my goodness, yes. Well worth the money. And I think they're only like $10 or something. They're not very expensive. I've got several pair. I really wish I'd known how nice they were when I first started out. Okay, so let's take our, remember I cut 2 pieces out using those Deckled rectangles, but we really don't have to use those. These could simply be squares. And like I said, they're about 2.5 by 4. So you'd want 2 of them the same size, okay? So we're going to start out, let me put this one up here for now. Start out putting my watermelon on here. Come on. Kind of sort of the lower part of the center, okay? Because we need to put our ribbon on and we need to attach this. Now normally I'm going to tell you, this layer is attached with dimensionals and this one is attached with dimensionals. Normally I only like 1 layer of dimensionals on a card because it has the potential to maybe make it too thick. But initially I put this piece flat and it went flat. It didn't look very good to me. So I thought, well, I'm going to break my rule and I'm going to put dimensionals on this little layer. Cut this little piece here. I don't need a big. Okay, where's my, oops, tweezers. Just helps me see where it's placed so my big fingers don't get in the way. Yay, there we go. Okay, now we are going to use our ribbon. I'm going to use the black and white gingham ribbon. This has been I think this is out of the annual catalog, but I really like this ribbon. It's super cute. I have some that's loose here, so that's what I'm going to use. And again, using my super easy bows. So I take a piece of ribbon, put a glue dot here at the end, put this right here, and this little piece is probably only about 4 inches long at the most. So I find it hard to tie a regular bow around a project like this most of the time. Sometimes you have to because it's functional and it's part of the card in order to make it work. So we got that. And let me go ahead, then I'm going to tie this on here. I have another even smaller piece. Let me get the ribbon out of the way. So as to not waste, I'm going to use this little piece here, and see, I'm just going to tie this knot on here in a knot, and people won't know it doesn't go all the way around, that it's not a real knot. Okay, and I like it because it makes it easier to slide it up and down. Okay, there we go. So now I am going to attach this to my card front, okay? I'm going to use some leftover. This is a sheet, you know, we have dimensionals like product. It's just a sheet. And this I was using some of it in a project, and I had a couple little pieces left, and it's like, I'm not wasting that, so I'm going to use it on a project. So this is really no different than just using a regular old dimensional. I'll put a little bit in the center too. Get that out of the way. Okay, so we're gonna put it right here. We want this. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't stamp. Doggone. Let me stamp before I glue that down. Let me get my mat here. I'll just let that hang off to the side there. That's better than putting it on there and then trying to stamp. So I just needed a small sentiment for up there. This stamp set does not come with any sentiments. So pull out one of your other ones and see what you got. Again, I've used this before, this small little happy birthday out of the Circle Saying stamp set. But you know what? I'm sure you've got several small sentiments that are quite suitable for this space. It could be something small like thinking of you. Okay. Always makes me a little nervous when I stamp after everything's all put together, but there we go. Okay. Now, oops, I kind of tapped, got a little bit of glue there, or a little sticky. Okay, now we're back. I kind of want to center this in the center. That doesn't make sense. You know what I mean. I'm going to make sure it's centered this way and this way. It's not quite, it's a little further over, but you know what? It works. Now we're going to put the inside in here, and we want it directly behind. And I've showed this before. So this is my front, this is my back. I'm going to go ahead and put my adhesive on here, and I'm going to show you how to get it all lined up perfect. I think I did a Christmas card not long ago where I did this. Oh, it's a little over, but you know what? It's okay. There we go. And then we're going to put this inside. This little one with a bite. You know, you could put a sentiment inside. I tend to just write inside my cards because you know what? I never quite know who it's going to go to till I'm ready to send. Most of the time, when I need a card, I'm pulling a pre-made one out, and then I choose a sentiment for the inside if I choose to have one. So there we go. There's that. Now we are missing some embellishments. These are the iridescent foil gems, and I'm pretty sure, let me check, that these came out of the mini catalog, the new mini catalog. Let me check here. Did it say iridescent foil gems? Yeah, they are on page 49. If I recall, they go with little kid stuff. Yep, they're right here, page 49. And they're super, super cute, versatile. Can use it on so many things. So let's see. We're going to start by putting one of them up here. We're going to put one of these right here, and another one right down here. And there we go. There's our happy birthday watermelon card using Sale-A-Bration products. So if you need anything, please let me know. Here's my host code. Use that if your order is under $150 before shipping and tax. If it's over $150 before shipping and tax, don't use that because you'll get more free product from Stampin' Up. This stamp set's available for purchase of $50. So I have nothing else for you tonight. It was really nice being with you, and I will see everybody next Monday night at 8 p.m. for Stamping with Denise. Bye now.